Despite what the internet would have you believe, the AR Maglock Gen 4 works very well with the LMT MARS-L lower in combination with the MRP upper. The Maglock makes the rifle compliant by making a fixed mag magazine until you press this kingpin, which separates the upper and the lower, allowing the magazine to come out. And because you have an LMT, you also want that ambi mag release to work equally as well. And now the reason you go with the Maglock Gen 4 is it allows the bolt to be locked back. And as you can see here, with the bolt in the locked back position, the separation between the upper and lower is very small. So with that small separation, you should still be able to release the mag. The way the Maglock works on a regular AR is the thin lip of the locking arm should slip between the separation of the upper and lower receiver when they're separated by the kingpin. However, you can see that that's not happening here on the MARS-L lower because of this extra lip of material on the lower that keeps the locking arm from protruding all the way between the separation. On top of that, there's an extra buildup of material here that holds the ambi bolt catch, also seen here, and that's keeping the arm from extending in. The way the Maglock is going to work with the LMT MRP upper is that the locking arm is going to make contact with this buildup of material just under the shell deflector, and that is what's keeping it from being depressed while the upper and lower are together. And yes, it sits over top the ambi bolt catch, but that doesn't affect its operation. So there's three different versions of the AR Maglock Gen 4, and the only difference between them is the length of the shaft that connects the mag catch to the locking arm. There's the 5.56 version, which is the one that you would think you would need, but the shaft is too short to accommodate the extra buildup of material that it needs to overcome. There's the 308 standard, which is longer, but longer than you need. And then there is the 308 short version, which is actually the Goldilocks length. It's the one that you're going to want to get for an actual 5.56. The mag catch, the locking arm, and the spring are all going to be the same on the various kits. I'll be super brief about how to install this since these videos already exist. You push the mag release button in, you spin around the mag catch until it comes off, you install the spring that they include, and then when you put the locking arm on, here's the catch. When you tighten the set screw, you don't want to be pressing the locking arm all the way in to the point where it's making contact with the upper. You want a little bit of play in there. When you find the sweet spot, it should do three things. It should not release the magazine when the upper and lower are together, but it should release the magazine when they're separated. But here's the kicker. When the upper and lower are slightly separated with the bolt back, it should also easily release the magazine. As I mentioned before, the locking arm is slightly covering the bolt catch so that when the upper and lower are separated, it depresses it a bit. Now, I don't really see a world in which that's a problem, but if it does bother you, you can modify it. So just make a mark where the bolt catch is in relation to the locking arm and just file it off. Voila! Problem / really not a problem solved. And if you want to be a real type A weirdo about it and the bare aluminum bothers you, use some aluminum black. Now, they recommend you use a Q-tip with this stuff. I didn't have one, but honestly, if you pour it on, it works great. No, you're right. It's not perfect, but don't be an asshole about it. So yeah, that's about it. The AR-10 308 short version of the AR Maglock Gen 4 is what you want to get for an AR-15 5.56. So yeah, go forth, LMT users, and be compliant, but also be fully functional, and don't make any permanent modifications to your rifle.